So, wir sind hier bei der Never Say Die Tour in Oberhausen. Ich sitze hier mit dem Dan von Amity Affliction. Wir werden jetzt ein paar Fragen stellen. So, how are you, man?
I'm very good. I'm very tired. I just got out of bed. I'm in my pajamas, so hopefully I look okay.
Yeah, so you're at the end of the tour.
Yep.
How has it been?
It's been awesome. It's been really, really good. We haven't really headlined here much recently, but now I guess this is like a festival and we're headlining. But yeah, it's been great response and just a good time traveling all around Europe. It's awesome.
Any places you haven't been before on this tour?
Yeah, we went to like a few Spanish dates, and some of as a band we haven't been there. A few of us have been holidaying there, but it was cool to go as a band and see the response there. And they sing along to the riffs there instead of the words, so it's pretty funny.
Okay.
Yeah, that was different for us, and it was really cool. Yeah.
So yeah, there were some things happening during your tour, but not directly attending to your tour because what happened to Paris?
Oh yeah.
And even the Ghost Inside.
Yeah.
Was that something that kept you in your mind?
Of course. Like Ghost Inside are really close friends of ours, so when we heard that news, we're about to go on stage. I think we're in Munich, and yeah, we heard the news, and you know, it's hard to go on with a show, but you know, if they were there, if they could tell us, like they're all fine now, but they would say, you know, go on with the show, do your thing. So we know that, and we just tried to help out as best we could. And same with Paris. You've just got to keep going. You can't let that kind of stuff you know, get you down and stop your progress in life, and just going on and moving on with things. But yeah, it is hard, and like when we first initially find out news like that, we all sit down and have a talk about it, and yeah, we sometimes split down the middle, and then we keep talking, and like it's best just to keep going and get on with your life, I think. Yeah.
But there have been some tours cancelling. Did you think about that, or was there any talk about that?
We thought about it, but it's kind of well, for one, it's very hard for us to get over here because we're from so far away down in Australia. So once we're here, it's kind of like we feel like we should stay. But also, I guess we did think about, because we heard, you know, bands cancelling, and like even we heard reports of people not going to shows anymore because of like the terrorist attacks, and we kind of ummed and ahed on that, and we said let's just wait a few days, see how everyone feels, and after a few days we all kind of felt okay about doing it. So yeah, that's just our band, and I can't speak for other bands, but as our band we just decided we'll do it, and it's fine for other bands to not do it. Everyone's got to make their own choice, so yeah, that's what it's all about, really. You can staying free and making your own decisions. Yeah.
Okay. You have had some lineup changes, a lot of in this band.
Yeah.
Other like any character traits you have to be in this band?
It's kind of character traits you shouldn't have, really. That's why we got rid of a lot of ex-members. It's just, as a group, we are pretty, we're a bunch of individuals working as a team, so that's always hard. But usually it's the guy who's in the band and he's not working as a team, and he's still an individual, but if he's not willing to go in the same direction as everyone else, it's probably time for him to go. And we get asked that question a lot, like if a kid's starting a band, they want to know, what members should I get? And we say you're better off with 3 really positive driving members than 5 members that aren't willing to do anything. So we say, you know, trim the fat at the start, because we've had the flip side of that by having to get rid of members once we're deep into records and deep into touring and stuff. So it's definitely harder to do on the butt end of stuff when you could just get it done in the first place. So yeah, it's hard to weed it out, but definitely it was just a matter of certain members going in a different direction and working against the overall movement of Amity. Yeah.
But you seem to be very strict in like deciding.
I guess, yeah. We come off pretty, I don't know a good word for it, brutally honest, I think. Well, because we're all, like, this is our career now, and this is what we like to do, and anything that infringes on that definitely makes it a worse time for us. And like, if there's a guy hanging around just making it a bad time, then it's not worth our time to put ourselves through misery for the sake of someone else being in the band. So we are very brutally honest, and as soon as something's wrong, we all talk about it, and then go from there. And sometimes it doesn't work out, but yeah, we're a good group now. definitely to put a positive spin on it. We've got like even our crew now, it's all like permanent members, permanent crew, permanent band members. So yeah, it's good now.
So this group works.
This
at the
group
moment.
works very well, and I think it will keep doing that unless unforeseen changes. People, I don't know, but it's good now. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
You've also been on Warp Tour.
Yep.
I think last year or.
Yeah, we did Warp Tour this year, and we did it 2013 as
okay,
well.
yeah.
And that's fun.
Is there any difference between a tour like this in Europe and Warp Tour in the USA?
Yeah, definitely. Warp Tour is one of the hardest tours you could possibly do, I think.
Okay.
Everyone warns you at the start, and we were warned at the start of 2013 because it was our first time, and they said, it'll be crazy, like it's a hard work, because the hardest part of the day is you don't know what time you're playing until you wake up. So
the band also doesn't know.
No one knows. Yeah,
okay.
they draw it out of a hat, but obviously there's bands that, I think it was Pierce the Veil were on it this year, and obviously if they get drawn out of the hat first, it doesn't count because they need to play later in the day. So yeah, there's a few bands that bypass that, but you wake up and you find out what time you're playing, and then we used to joke and say that there was spy cameras on the bus because every night we'd stay out partying. That would be the next day we have to play very early. So yeah, it's a hard tour, but it's a fun tour. It goes for such a long time, and it's in the hot heat, and you're kind of trapped on your bus, but it's fun. You can find the fun in it for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any difference between the crowd there and the crowd here?
I guess the crowd there. There was a few days where it was just too hot, and basically you're looking out at the crowd, and we're on stage just dying of heat, and you look out at the crowd and they've just got no energy because it's just so hot, and you can't blame them. You're like, well, they're sweaty and muddy and dirty, so yeah, I guess the heat definitely infringes on people having a good time, but here it's pretty cold and hoodie to bed, so yeah. I guess people sing along a lot more here, I think. People like to sing the words. I'm not sure why, because we sing in English, so maybe it's good practice for everyone. But I think there's a lot more movement in their crowds in America and a lot more singing here.
Okay.
And they're both just as cool as each other, so yeah.
Yeah. Next up, you will be on tour in Australia.
Yep.
Big ass tour.
Yep. Big ass tour.
So as you said, even today it's freezing cold.
Mm-hmm.
So and as you return to Australia, you're gonna be at
right in the middle of summer. Yeah. So
are there any preparations going on to like?
Well, I guess because we're playing such big venues on that tour, because we've got a Daydreamer and some other...
It's indoor, or is it?
Yeah, most of it. There's a few outdoor, but they're just such big complexes that they're really professional, and they have like, you don't heat exhaustion or anything like that. So, yeah, I don't think the heat will be too bad, and we'll be playing at night too, where Warped Tour goes all day, and our show in Australia will be at night, so it won't be that bad, but... Yeah, even Australian summer doesn't compete with the deserts of Arizona and stuff. So, yeah, we'll be.
So
fine.
It's okay.
Yeah, we'll be fine. It'll be a good tour. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're at the end of this year. Is there any highlight show you had?
Highlight.
Anything that keeps?
I think well, for this tour, my favourite show I've been saying was Lyon in France, and I don't know why. It definitely wasn't the biggest show, but it just had a really good energy. There was no barrier or anything, so that's more and more rare for us to play shows with no barrier now. So when it happens, it's like great because you're right next to the people, and that's why we're in a band. We try and share our music, and when there's a bit of a distance, like an actual physical distance, it makes it harder to share that energy. And so, yeah, without a barrier, that's usually a good show. But highlights, I guess Warped Tour was a highlight. There's so many. Joel got married this year, I think. So yeah, there's other personal things that can be highlights too. But yeah, as a band, I guess we just had Shine On, that just came out. That's kind of fun, and our album did really well this year, so it's all good. It's
You've
all
been number one in Australia, I think.
Yeah, we're lucky enough to get number one, and the album's still selling really well, so we're stoked on that. And yeah, it's good. Everything's just on going up still, so until it goes down, we'll keep doing it. We'll probably keep doing it even if it goes down, so
you have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and we're close to Christmas time. You're
Yep.
looking forward to that, to be with your family, or would
Well,
you rather
yeah.
be on tour actually?
No, I'd love to be home for Christmas, absolutely, but as you know, as you get older, Christmas is not as exciting. You only get one present, but I get home and I'm getting a dog, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my Christmas present to myself as a dog. So,
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah. But yeah, you get old and Christmas kind of gets smaller and smaller.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't not looking forward to have a rest?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, next we're taking not really time off next year, but starting at Christmas, we're going to be off for about 6 months, and we're going to be recording a new CD.
Oh, great.
In there, so it's time off away from the public, but we're still doing our work. So we've been on tour for about 3 years now, and I think the longest time we've had off in there has been like a month or 6 weeks or something at a time. So yeah, it'd be nice to have a few months off at home and recollect ourselves and write an album and come back out and do it all again.
How can you keep motivated to
Well,
be on tour for like 3 years? I mean, that's insane.
Well, it's just what we like to do, you know. So also having like the good band members and the good crew, it all, like, if you're having a bad day, you've got someone positive around you to pick you back up, and yeah, that's got a lot to do with it. The people around you keep you sane and keep you motivated, and also, like I said, our band is just getting better and better, so, and the show's getting better, so it's really motivating to just keep doing it, obviously, if it's getting better and more exciting. Yeah.
Great. So we wish you good luck for next year, for the new record.
Thank you.
And have a good show tonight.
Yeah, I will. Thanks a lot.